Friends Focus Media Channel, I invite you to subscribe, like, comment, and share. Master Herbert, as usual, back again with sport news for you. And this is Kean and Ian Wright on why Arsenal should win against Real Madrid in UEFA Champions League quarterfinals, second leg at Santiago Bernabaeu, the home for Real Madrid. In his recent interview, Roy Keane, the former Manchester United player, stated that any fears of Real Madrid overturning the three-goal deficit or comeback in the Bernabeu are completely over. According to him, the current Real Madrid team is a poor imitation of what came before, and the quarter-final try is already over. According to Roy Keane, the game is over because Arsenal the Gunners are 3-0 up and Real Madrid does not hope any comeback. Roy Keane further asserted that the Real Madrid, the Galacticos, we are seeing now is not the Real Madrid team well known for winning trophies. Real Madrid are off form and are not even going to win the La Liga league this year. This year's Madrid is a poor Real Madrid team. Though they have good players, they are not enjoying the type of season they are accustomed to. Real Madrid trail Barcelona by 4 points in La Liga and had already tasted defeat in 4 Champions League matches this year, prior to Arsenal making it 5. Nonetheless, the current crop have proven themselves serial winners, and describing a team that contains stars like Sebat Courtois, Antonio Rudiger, Federico Valverde, Luke Modric, Jude Bellingham, Vinicius Jr., Kylian Mbappe, Rodrigo and Camavinga to play poorly against Arsenal at the Emirates is really a disappointment. However, in response to Keane's comment, Arsenal legend Ian Wright asserted that the first game was so amazing, basing on the reason that everyone played well and all the players showed maturity. Jacobo Chilwell, Thomas Partey, Bukayo Saka, Skiri, and others did well and played as a team. Manager Mikel Arteta prepared the players' mentality, and they had to show it in that game. Though there were times that Real Madrid played well, and the crowd were going off it in that place. According to Ian Wright, Real Madrid have never come back from a 3-0 down in the first leg. They have never done that, and so Arsenal can't be the first to be defeated, though they have good players who can score to get victory. Arsenal's first leg victory of 3-0 is so important, and they will build on that such that they can fight for their victory until rest. This is Trends Focus for you with Trends Master in the house. I remind you to subscribe, like, comment, and share. But that is Kean and Ian Wright's statement. I don't know what you can say about it, but I know you have your own comment, whether positive or negative. Yes, you can comment, but that is what Kean and Ian Wright are stating. Kean, the former Manchester United player, he believes that Real Madrid cannot overturn the 3-goal comeback, even though they are going to play at their own stadium, and that is Bernabaeu. You know, Real Madrid, they have a strong support at Santiago Bernabaeu, and that support sometimes help them to win matches or to manage the visit or the feast. But this time, even me, I don't believe that Real Madrid will manage to do so, because most of their players are off form. And when you compare the two teams, Arsenal, they have a strong defense together with a strong midfield. Real Madrid, they need like 4-0, 3 goals or more, such that they can manage to eliminate the Gunners at Santiago Bernabaeu. But according to what I see, Real Madrid are going to play without Camavinga, who was red carded in the last match. But I hope that Tchouameni will be there in the midfield, and Luka Modric. But if Partey plays well and partner well with Martin Odegaard, I know the game will be totally different. In the last game against Brentford, we saw Partey scoring a nice goal that helped Arsenal to draw against Brentford. If they put up such incredible performance, as I said before, when they partner well with Martin Odegaard, Declan Rice, and when they have Merino, who scored in the last game, I know Real Madrid will sneeze at their own stadium. You know, I agree with Kean. The current Real Madrid team is poor. They don't play as we expect them to play. Real Madrid, they used to play well, but this time, their performance was not really convincing during their quarter-final tie against the Gunners at the Emirates Stadium. I don't know what happened to them, but let us wait and see whether they will change their attitude, whether they will change the mentality and the style of play. But if they come into the pitch as they came last time with that style of play, there is no doubt Arsenal will continue humiliating them at their own stadium. The day is Wednesday. Let us wait and see what Carlo Ancelotti's side will manage to do and what Mikel Arteta's side will manage to produce. But in their first game, Arsenal won it by 3-0. Yeah. The 2 goals were scored by Declan Rice with superb free kicks, 2 of them, and 1 goal from Mikel Merino, who is playing as a striker because Arsenal, they have injury issues with their strikers, and that is Kai Havertz, Gabriel Jesus. They are not available, but I know even though they are not available, Arsenal will continue winning this game. Arsenal is a lucky team, most especially when they are playing against Real Madrid. And in the recent years, during Arsenal Wenger's reign, they managed to win Real Madrid, though they had good players compared to Arsenal of those days, but they managed to overcome Real Madrid. Kean asserted that Real Madrid, they are not seeing it anymore, and they can't qualify, and they cannot win this game because they are of form. And he said that they are not even going to win the La Liga this year. That's what Roy Keane is believing. But for La Liga, I don't know. But Barcelona also can drop some points, then Real Madrid can close the gap. Again, Roy Keane said that the Real Madrid of today is not the Real Madrid of the past or the Real Madrid of last season who managed to win the Champions League. For him, Real Madrid are not enjoying the type of season they are accustomed to, and they trail Barcelona by 4 points in La Liga and already tasted defeat in 4 Champions League matches this year, prior to Arsenal making it 5. That is a bad record for Real Madrid. Being defeated 5 times is also a sign of poor performance or a sign of a weak team that cannot win the Champions League or can't go beyond the quarterfinals. Also, when you remember the last game they played with Atletico Madrid, Real Madrid were struggling, and it was just a luck for them to go through, but the victory would have been for Atletico Madrid. But Kylian Mbappe's complaint helped them to win the game because one of the penalties was not allowed due to some issues for Atletico Madrid. And that is the trick, how the Real Madrid managed to defeat their wrong rivals, the Atletico Madrid. Real Madrid is well known for its stars. As I said before, they have players like Antonio Rudiger. This is former Chelsea player, and he is a German international defender. Federico Valverde, Luka Modric from Croatia, Jude Bellingham, England, Vinicius Junior, Brazil, Kylian Mbappe, France, Rodrigo, Brazil, Camavinga, and many others. But all those players, they played in the last game, but they failed to bring an impact of winning the match. Thus, we are defeated by the Gunners. But in response to Roy Keane's comment, Arsenal legend, and that is Ian Wright, the father to Philip Wright, Shaun Phillips was such a name like that. He was a player for Chelsea. For him, it asserted that the first game was so amazing, and I agree with him. Yes, the match was really amazing. I don't know why he referred to it as an amazing game, but maybe because Arsenal, the team is supposed to win the game. But if Arsenal was defeated, I don't think that Ian Wright would have said so. But since Arsenal gained the victory, Ian Wright is so happy or pleased with such the results. But he said that everyone played well and all the players showed maturity, most especially those players for Arsenal, and among them is Jacobo Chilwell, Thomas Partey, Jose Wakazi, Bukayo Saka. That one, it was just overcome the injury, then he joined the team. Lewis Kelly, young talented Arsenal player, and others did well. I agree with you, Ian Wright, and I believe that the players played according to the manager's expectation, and that is Mikel Arteta, who prepared their mentality to believe in themselves. You know, if you believe in yourself, it means that what you are doing can be successful. And that is a positive way of gaining something special or important. Arsenal players, they showed such mentality in the game, and it's what helped them to defeat the Real Madrid. So there were times Real Madrid played well and tried to attack the Gunners. According to Ian Wright, Real Madrid have never come back from a 3-0 down in the first leg. It is true, but something can happen because football is funny. It's a funny game. Anytime can change. That is history, but sometimes history repeats itself. But if not repeating itself, a miracle can happen. Also, we believe in miracles. Here, on the side of miracles, the Galacticos can make a comeback. But according to history, it is 10 out of 100 to overcome a defeat. For him, Real Madrid have never done that. And that's why he say Arsenal can't be the first to lose. So Real Madrid, they have good players who can score or who can make a difference to gain victory. Yes, that is Roy Keane, the former Manchester United player, and Ian write his comment about Real Madrid, Arsenal, UEFA Champions League second leg. That's what they expect. Let us wait and see whether what they said is true or not. But I remind you to subscribe, like, comment, and share. I say bye-bye.